Ladies and gentlemen, I have some footage that I would like to share with you. Through some observation, I would like to get your honest opinion on what you see here. Shout out to Piers Morgan and Miss Luna, first and foremost, for this interview that they did. Make sure you go check the full episode out on Piers Morgan's channel. But I have another special clip here that I want to share with you guys, and I think you might be interested in it. So tap in with me and let's talk.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
Megan Thee Stallion, you are absolutely screwed, and not in a good way. I never watched your documentary. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't care. I didn't. I didn't believe you anyway. And when I've actually sat down for at least 2 minutes just recently, just to see what it was, because somebody was already doing a reaction to it, I said, let me go ahead and see what this is, seeing as how everybody is saying you contradicted yourself. And I already said it myself on a separate video. You turned this shit into an anime. You turned this into an anime. You know how many women are dead because of domestic violence? Because of getting beat on? Do you know the whole bear movement thing that was going on for a while? Do you know like shit like this right here changed the landscape of a lot? And you're adding on to it by turning it into a cartoon like it's supposed to be this dramatic. I don't know what the hell you call that. I laughed at it because of how pathetic it was. But I got two clips for y'all. One is a preview, breakdown, explanation, synopsis of Miss Luna explaining why she decided to take this on to get Tory Lanez out. And then the other footage is probably the most pertinent. It's the footage that to me contradicts everything that Kelsey said, everything that Megan Thee Stallion said. You're gonna have to really use your eyes and your ears to really peep what's happening with that. But matter of fact, let's start with that first. Let's start with that first. So you be the judge on what you saw. Now, I'm not going to influence you. I'm just going to let you see it. So let's jump into it.
Hey, dumbass, come here real quick. We gotta listen. That's Tory right there. Pay attention. Pay attention. Listen. And look with your eyes. Watch the truck door. Bottle falls out of the truck. Here come his Pete. So I wasn't the only one that heard that, right? I wasn't the only one that heard that. Did y'all hear it? But it sounds pretty damn clear to me.
Yo, I'm not going to hold you. You can't get no more clearer than that. If your ears bad, go get some Egyptian musk and cleanse it for 20 days and then sniff some fucking asphalt. I don't know. That was clear as day to me. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I saw, what I heard. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you thought you saw and heard. And then I'll respond and confirm if it's the same thing that I thought I saw and heard. Now, the next clip that I'm going to show you is pretty much a summary of that, but what was excluded from all of it, which eventually got him in jail in the first place. The lies and the cover-ups and all of the conspiracies and shit like that. This is what got Miss Luna and Piers Morgan and the father here under the same umbrella to have this conversation. That being said, let's get into it.
Conspiracy theorist, Representative Luna, to see there's a lot of inconsistency going on here. She denied to Gayle King that there was any relationship with Tory. She then admits that there had been, that she lied. She doesn't admit to lying about the circumstances of the shooting, but certainly this goes to the heart of her veracity. Why have you taken up this case?
Well, first of all, Piers, thank you so much for having us on to discuss this. And I just want to applaud you and your outlet for actually being able to showcase some of the facts here. Look, I don't have any connections to the rap industry, Mr. West, Mr. Brown. The only people that I really know involved in this are Miss Amber Rose, who actually initially flagged this for me and connected me with Tory's attorney. And when I looked at the evidence, and remember, I'm a member of House Oversight and Accountability, and I actually am the chairwoman of a task force that conducts investigations, most notably into the assassination of John F. Kennedy. So I'm all about the facts. And what I can tell you is that the evidence in this case overwhelmingly speaks to the fact that Mr. Lanez is actually being incarcerated, I would say, as an innocent man. And what I can tell you is, even to your question on what happened with who indeed may have pulled the trigger and, allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion. Look, I don't know Miss Stallion, but what I can tell you is that the evidence says that there are no bullet fragments and that there are x-rays that the legal team, Mr. Lane's team, actually has that we'll be presenting. What I can also tell you is based on the evidence that I've seen, again, that number 0.01% DNA match, alleging that it's Mr. Lane's, when in actuality, they actually did not choose to test the other 4 individuals there. No fingerprints found on the magazine. By any arguable case, if this was a murder trial, he would actually be acquitted because there is no evidence. And so what I will tell you is, one of the things that people ask is, well, why are you getting involved as a federal representative when this is a California state? He's not from, Florida, or he's not represented by a Florida member of Congress. What purview do you have? And what I will say, Piers, is that I have a platform and I have the ability on a federal level to impact prison reform. And what I can tell you is everything in this case, I don't believe that he was actually given due process. I believe it was a stacked trial. I believe the evidence speaks for itself. And I am willing to actually cross party lines to work with the Democrats to secure pardon from Governor Newsom's office. And we're currently in the process of setting up talks with Governor Newsom. I do think that he is going to do the right thing. I think that the evidence speaks for itself. I didn't know that Drake had posted that petition, but what I will tell you is that was the right thing for him to do. And I hope more women specifically in the rap community can come forward and speak to this truth, because as you heard from Ms. Stallion herself, she admitted to lying to Gayle King. And what I will also tell you is I'm also have been informed that there's actually ring footage, and that will likely also be released here pretty soon. I know we are helping to put the evidence out there to the American people. But I do believe that this is really a terrible case, and what was done to this family is unacceptable. And I will be continuing to push for his full pardon. I think that people owe them an apology. And furthermore, I'd like to finally say this, that I actually spoke to Mr. Lanez on the phone in prison yesterday, actually. And he is actually going to get very involved in criminal justice reform to ensure that this doesn't happen to other people, because in his case, he has an incredible family supporting him. He has the financial backing to fight this, but many people don't. And so that's where we are going to continue to champ these causes at the federal level, even all the way to the White House and in Washington.
I hope, and I mean this sincerely, I hope that brother gets exonerated. I hope she goes to jail. I hope her career is done. I hope everybody who has been kissing her ass and sucking up to her, I hope all of you feel stupid. I hope all of you light the internet up with apologies. I hope you apologize to every single person who said she was guilty. You should feel the stupidest. All of you, absolutely trifling as hell. From start to finish, this is just fucked up. And it's only by the grace and mercy of the Most High that we are here, that this footage exists. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this so far. How do y'all feel? Whose side are you on? I did a video on this week about registering people who make false allegations. Like there's some things that needs to happen to these motherfuckers, man. I ain't gonna hold you. They deserve to be scrutinized and banished to the shadow realm for this trifling shit. Like for real, for real. Y'all let me know. What did you see? What did you hear? Are we on the same wavelength here? I don't know.
Merry Christmas, filthy animal.